What if I told you your brokerage could be losing six figures a year and you'd never even know it? Not because your agents aren't talented, not because the market is down, but because of one hidden number that almost no one tracks. We call it the cap gap, and it's draining the life out of brokerages across North America. Hi, I'm Wayne Einhorn. I'm the founder here at Inner Circle Broker Coaching. And after 40 years in the industry, I've seen this one metric transform brokerages fast. Here's what I mean. Right now, inside of your roster are agents who are active but not productive. They're showing up to meetings, doing some deals, but they haven't capped. And they're not just stuck, they're costing you real money. One of our clients discovered over $400,000 in pure profit hiding in plain sight without hiring a single new agent or spending an extra dollar in marketing. In the next 4 minutes, I'll show you what the cap gap is, why it's your most overlooked profit lever, and how to turn it into a six-figure win for your brokerage. Let's start with what the cap gap actually is. It's the difference between what your agents have contributed toward their cap and what's still left unpaid. For example, if your company cap is $15,000 and an agent has contributed, let's say, $8,000, their cap gap is $7,000. Now imagine running that same math across every agent on your roster who hasn't capped. Add up all of their shortfalls and you'll probably find tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars just sitting there completely untouched. That's your cap gap. And here's the reality. You've already poured resources into these agents, admin support, tech subscriptions, office space, a collaborative culture. The outlay is done, but the return hasn't landed in your P&L yet. That's what makes the cap gap such a powerful and overlooked profit lever. You don't need extra hires or bigger budgets. You just need to convert unrealized potential into closed business. If you ignore it, three things usually happen. First, your top producers start feeling the strain. They're carrying the load while the undercappers just coast, and that resentment starts to build. Second, your profit margins start to shrink. Costs keep going up, but the company dollar doesn't move. And third, mediocrity becomes the new normal in your company. On the surface, everyone looks busy, but real productivity just flatlines. The uncomfortable truth is, you might wake up one day and realize everyone's busy, but no one's really winning. It's a common trap, and it's not your fault. Most brokers have never been shown how to turn this quiet leak into a reliable profit engine. So how do you turn the cap gap into real profit? Here's the three-step system we used with one of our clients, a mid-sized brokerage that pulled in $400,000 in company dollar in the worst market in 35 years. Number one, pull the list. Let's start with the truth. Run your roster, list every agent who hasn't capped, and calculate how much each one is short. You can't fix what you haven't measured. This is your cap gap in black and white. Step two, create a training and accountability flow. This wasn't just another training program we implemented. We made progress non-negotiable. We used a three-part framework that focused on action over theory. There were three modules. Module number one was simple. Build a list of 150 people in your sphere of influence. Module number two was make 50 calls from that list, and module number three was get trained on listing and buyer presentations. Agents weren't allowed to skip ahead. If they didn't make the calls, they didn't get the presentation training. And if they weren't taking action, we stopped investing more time and resources into that agent. That structure created momentum, accountability, and real results. And step three, set the standard. Every agent in the program was expected to complete at least one transaction in the 6-month period. If they didn't, they weren't penalized, but they were coached out or redirected to a better path. This wasn't about pressure. It was about clarity. Agents had a target, a system, and support. And the results were undeniable. In just 6 months, 104 agents, all previously undercapped, each closed at least one transaction and many a couple more. That added up to more than $400,000 in new company dollars. And we didn't recruit a single new agent in that money. We didn't increase overhead. We didn't gamble on expensive lead gen or tech. It was pure profit. unlocked from the people they already had on the team. But here's something we don't talk about enough. It's not just about the money, it's about the momentum. Agents start feeling capable again. The whole culture shifts towards getting things done. Your top producers stick around, and the energy in the office, it becomes electric. This is what growing your brokerage without the usual stress looks like. So I'm inviting you to book a free discovery call with me. We'll look at your numbers, we'll find your cap gap, and put together a clear plan to close it. The money's already in your brokerage, you just have to unlock it. Book a discovery call and let's make 2025 the year you finally stop leaving money on the table and start capturing every dollar your business deserves.